it became a weapon. And some guys, their forehand's okay, all right, because they weren't close. But, you know, they've modified it just because the speed of the game's so fast. But there's a difference in the best forehand, all right, and some decent forehands. Does that make sense? Now, any questions about what we just talked about? So what I'd like you guys to do, if you have any questions, fire. But what we want you guys to do is go out there. I know it's tough if you're playing a match because you're not going to be worried about tapping the dog and all this stuff. You're going to tap the guy in the head probably, which is okay. We'll get into competition another day. But when you're drilling, you got to focus on the unit turn, 90-degree angle, push it to the outside. You're going to pull and then turn it over. And the reason why we want you to hit the ball like this is because why?
Shorter and faster.
Well, you get better in your order for sure. What?
Shorter and faster.
It's shorter and faster, and that's the name of the game. If someone said, I can get your stroke shorter and faster, I'm all in on that. That's what you should try to do. And the closer you are to doing this, the better. Now, many people, especially some of them that are older, a lot of the girls, they have tried to do this. They all said the same thing. I can set them right here. I can have them. I can hand feed them. And they said, I never felt that in my life. I never felt that in my life. My racket head, I never felt it that fast. I never felt so much topspin. It's shorter and it's faster, and I feel I'm hitting it more in front. But you know what? She's 18 years old and #1 in the country, and she's used to going like that, and she can't change it. So what I'm saying is, some of you guys 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, it's there to be had. And that's what you're here for. You're here to learn, okay? You're here to learn. That's what you're here for. I know you want to play matches, and you want to do all that other stuff. You're here for one reason, to learn and make changes. Okay, you got to experiment. And if you can get some of the pieces or close to some of the parameters or the elements about what I'm saying, it can make a huge difference. Huge difference. I've seen people's forehand change dramatically from liability, okay, to a weapon. Huge. They just feel I'm freer. I'm more confident. I can hit it in front. My racket speed is like a joke. It's so much faster. I can spin the ball. I'm not late anymore. I don't feel jammed. And that's a byproduct of one thing, the mechanics. The only thing you got control over right now is how you hit the ball. When you get older, this becomes slippery because you got so much muscle memory, it's hard to make adjustments when you're like 16, 17. It's hard. But right now, it's a clean slate. So you got to go slow, you got to think about it, and try to work on this. All right, did anybody have, like, fire? Yeah.
So, the finish, how do you stay through it out?
Okay, so he asked about...
like this, you know?
No, okay. Well, first off, see, a lot of times he asked about the finish. The follow-through, see, the ball's already left the racket. The follow-through is really just a teaching element, okay? It's really insignificant unless someone's not following through. See, the ball's already left the racket, and that's what people don't understand. Where the follow-through goes depends on where you're hitting the ball. It's all like situational. Sometimes you're going to see people go like this. You see Rafa do that a lot. You're going to see this. You're going to see the racket inverted. You'll see it come over the shoulder. So there's not like a wrong way or a right way. But in general, look, when I pull it, you're going to be way out here. Then what you normally see is the racket comes around. You see the racket come around like that, hit the canopy. You're going to see it come around like this. They don't go like this. It's not like that. It happens so fast on television, you think they're going like that. And they're not. They're all the way here. I don't know if any of you watch the French. I didn't, but I'm sure they showed Nadal. He's way out here, okay, hitting the ball, okay, and he comes across, the racket goes like that, but he's all the way here. And then the ball's already off the racket. This is just a flare to his stroke. So to answer your question, you're extended, whether you go over the shoulder, under the shoulder, into the pocket, or even reverse the racket. It's more of a correction that the coach has to make, as long as you're not going ole, or you're not like doing something crazy. The follow-through should be out and away. It's always going to be like that. The only time you break it short if you're like maybe hitting a little angle shot. Does that make sense? All right, you got a question? All right, what's the plan in the morning? Anybody remember? From last summer? I don't know if anybody's here. It's where the shirt. We're not, there had to be someone here from last summer. I don't see anybody here. Nico, you got to remember, pressure's on.